Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a great game. No, I can't make it. We've got a proposal due on Thursday for the Leighton account. Uh-huh. Yeah, Carson made their bid last week, and we heard they dropped their prices again to sweeten the deal. So it looks like we're going to go head-to-head on this one. Yeah, I know. Okay. All right, good. I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
Steve, don't forget your 10 o'clock meeting.
Oh, that's right. Here, this will give you something to work on.
When would you like this report? No problem.
Right, but before we get into that, I want to show you the impact of Leighton on sales. All right, here are earnings for the past 3 quarters with projections into '97 based on current growth rates. Not bad. But if we win Leighton, this is what you're going to see. Now, strategically, we need Leighton. They own 15 major retail drug chains throughout the U.S. and Europe, and they're real strong in the Pacific Rim. These guys are growing at 25% annually, and they're in it to win. But so is Carson, and that's why I need your help. To beat these guys, we have to come up with a pretty aggressive pricing structure, and I don't want to give away our margins.
How much are we talking?
About 7% overall.
Ouch. Oh, how are we going to do that? I mean, where do we cut?
Wait a second, guys. We may not have to. If we offer them the AIM system, we save 6 to 8%. Plus, we can guarantee just-in-time inventory.
That's right. Good idea. What is this AIM system?
Well, it's a new automated inventory management system for key accounts. It allows us to tie their inventory system directly into order entry. That way, they don't have to call up our reps and then wait for them to modem the data to corporate from their laptops.
Sounds good.
Yeah, when will it be ready?
Well, Fred did the field trials in March. We plan to have new accounts online, say, in a couple months.
Great.
You know, Leighton's going to be a high-volume account. How are we going to meet the Far East demand without impacting Europe?
Yeah, I was concerned about that, too, so I had my agent check it out. Agents, please. Angie.
This is Angie.
Angie, open up production report graph number 1. It turns out that the Sydney plant still has a 28% reserve capacity.
Yeah, but I didn't think we had a good primary source for amino alkanols near the plant.
Well, you're right, we don't, but we have a good secondary source. Becker Chemical. They produce about 5 tons a year. Now, if we can cut a deal on price, we can second source from Becker, ramp up production at the Sydney plant, and ship direct to Tokyo. I've got Joe working on it right now.
Okay, good.
You know, if we sell Leighton on the AIM system, we're going to have to coordinate Becker's shipments through order entry.
Yeah, that's right. We've got to make sure that Becker can tie into our system. Can you follow up on that?
Sure.
And I'd like a summary of the trials before we go ahead. I'll have Angie run the numbers through finance.
When are we going to put together the presentation?
Well, it'll have to be Wednesday, so we have time for a run-through.
Alan, there's a trump card we're not playing here.
What's that?
TGH.
Now, come on, Steve. We've been through that before. We don't have FDA approval, and you know our policy.
But we're so close. If Leighton knew how hot this product is, I know we'd nail him.
Steve.
Listen, I know Leighton, and I don't think pricing alone is going to do it. Let me show it to him under non-disclosure.
Now, look, I can't take a risk like that on a hunch.
It's not just a hunch. We're finishing up the last follow-up studies, and the data looks great.
Yeah, but what about the product
I
analysis?
can get it done on time.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Alan, come on. We all want this account, right?
Okay, you're on. If you can come up with a solid presentation with complete data, I'll see if I can get legal to go along.
thanks.
Okay, any other ideas?
Yeah, how about lunch? Is that all you ever think about?
All right, I guess not. Okay, I'll see you guys 3 o'clock Wednesday.
All right.
Okay.
Where are we gonna go?
Steve, why you do this to me? That study won't be done for another week.
Well, can't you run a simulation?
Not the same.
What about Miller's study?
Not done. 2 weeks.
All right, what about the calcium model?
You're pushing it.
Okay. Wait a minute, what about the endocrine study?
That's almost ready.
Great, when can you have that?
Next Tuesday, maybe.
Ed, that's too late. I gotta have that tomorrow or Thursday at the absolute latest.
Look, the data has to be interpreted before we can visualize the binding site. I only got 3 machines in this lab, and they're tied up.
Ed, you gotta help me out on this one, please.
Okay, get me access to a compute server, and I'll see what I can do.
You got it. I'll go talk to Chuck right away. Thanks. I owe you one.
I hope we can get Becker online without too much trouble. Okay, let's see how they're set up. Manufacturing looks good. So let's run a little test.
Report completed, Mary.
Good. Open report. Open new customer plan. Review agent recommendations. Looks good. Rationale, please. Sources. Logic.
So, what do you got, Robbie?
Your report is ready. You have 1 voicemail message. I rescheduled your staff meeting for Monday as requested.
Good. Robbie, playback message 1.
Hey, Steve, good news. We got approval from legal with one caveat. You need to make sure that any product data can be backed up. And you need to give them at least a day for legal review, okay? So, good luck.
All right. $33.95. Crooks.
In other news, TGH, the promising new cardiovascular anticoagulant under development by Biochemics Incorporated, is expected to gain approval by the Food and Drug Administration within 4 to 6 weeks. According to sources at Biochemics, positive findings from the company's recent Stage 3 clinical trials are reported to be the key component in the FDA's rulings. TGH is the most recent addition to Biochemics' line of genetically engineered pharmaceuticals.
Hello, Fred. You have 4 voicemail messages.
Okay. Bob, playback message 1, please.
Hi,
Fred, it's Mary. We're trying to close a deal with Layton Pharmaceuticals, and I need your help. Alan wants to see if we can bring Ames online with a new supplier in Sydney. The company is Becker Chemical, and we need to be operational in 6 weeks. So give me a call as soon as you can, okay? This is Mary.
Oh, hi, Mary. It's Fred.
Fred, where are you?
Sorry. I went to get a notepad. So, you want to put Becker on the system in 6 weeks, eh?
Yeah, can you do it?
Yeah, well, it's a tall order in the best of circumstances. I'll have to check.
Well, how soon can you get back to me?
Well, I'll have our local office contact them straight away, but they won't be open for another 4 hours.
Will you be home tonight in case I need to reach you?
Oh, yeah, you can call me anytime before 11.
Right, will do.
Good luck.
Thanks. Bob, play back message number 2, please.
Okay, let's link that with Layton's products. Perfect. Now for a little chart action.
I've just received a message from Ed's agent. Shall I open it?
Yes.
Hey, crazy man. I have to take off, but my agent will send you the animation as soon as it's done computing. Now remember, you owe me one. If you get this account, it'll cost you a brand new graphics server. No more of this loaner stuff, okay? Bye.
Great. You're gonna love this. Good work, Ed.
Cast, cloudy and windy today with gusts up to 40 miles per hour. The temperature dropping from 59 degrees this afternoon.
Hello, Fred.
Oh, hi, Mary. Did I catch you at a bad time?
No, How was your day?
Oh, well, it was pretty frantic, but not too bad. Hey, I've got some information for you on that Becker deal.
Oh, yeah? What's up?
Well, it turns out that they're planning a major systems upgrade next year that'll bring them right up to date in terms of standards, and that's going to make things a lot easier for us.
So does that mean that we won't be able to tie them into our system now?
Oh, no, not at all.
I talked to one of our systems people in London. It seems they solved a very similar problem for Harris Labs in the UK last year. Harris is going to let us use some of the custom codes we developed on the project. So we can be up in about 4 or 5 weeks.
Great. I knew you'd come through.
Yes, well, it was a very interesting conversation. Evidently, when Harris converted their vendors, they found that it impacted their entire distribution system. Oh, by the way, are we still on for Friday's meeting?
Yeah, 2 o'clock.
Good. I'd like to talk to you some more about this. I think we can learn a lot from their experience.
Yeah, it sounds interesting. When do you leave Tokyo?
Oh, I fly out tomorrow. Oh, hey, I put together a little spreadsheet on that Becker setup. Here.
Oh, great. Thanks. Does the cost for Phase 2 include links to our Sydney sales office?
Oh, no, it doesn't.
But that's easy enough to change. Let's see. There.
Great. Have you had a chance to go to Kyoto yet?
Oh, yes, I took the bullet train on Saturday. Terrific place. I only wish I'd had more time to spend there. Oh, speaking of time, I've got to run. I'm afraid I'm late for dinner. So I'll see you on Friday, right?
Okay, great. Have a good evening.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
So since we've finalized the deal with Becker, that means the secondary source for amino alcohols is set, okay? I guess that about wraps it up. Any questions? Mr. Phillips?
First of all, I want to compliment you on your presentation. Very impressive. But I have a question about TGH. It sounds like a promising drug, but I'm not sure it fits our product mix. And I don't have a good enough feel about how it's going to help our sales.
Steve?
We looked at your current product mix by category and by region, then compared that with your top 5 competitors and our own products in those same regions. Even at our discounted pricing, in 5 out of 7 major categories, our products offer gross margins 12% higher than the nearest competitor and 8% higher than your current suppliers. But then, when you factor in a totally new category like TGH, it gets real interesting. Based on promotional pricing, you're looking at annual sales of over $4.5 million.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But tell me something. How did you get all this information?